As you drive along Versailles Road to enter Keeneland, you will see the beautiful green grass with barns, fences, and thoroughbred horses. The sky is crystal blue, and you will see everyone lined up to enter the magnificent track. Once you enter the track, you will find a group of beautiful grass hedges that are carved out with the word Keeneland. Because of this, Keeneland is one of the most iconic places in all of horse racing. Keeneland happens to be located in Lexington, Kentucky, which breeds 80% of the world's horses. For this reason, Keeneland is a very significant track because of its location and history behind it. In addition to Keeneland's location, the track itself is the second largest in Kentucky and is the host for the world's fourth largest horse race in the world, the Breeders' Cup. The people are all dressed up with suits and dresses to get ready for the day's race. The culture of Keeneland dates all the way back to 1936. Since then, Keeneland has gone through many changes and improvements, which makes it a very popular location for horse racing fans. One of the main reasons for Keeneland's popularity is the sights you'll see at the track. In addition to the grass hedges, Keeneland has a row of jockey statues that represent the winners from various races. These races include the Shadwell Turf Mile Stakes and other horse races hosted at Lexington, Kentucky. The jockey statues are very cool to see because they show the history of Keeneland. One cool thing about the jockey statues is that they switch out during the year for the new winners. Another fun fact about Keeneland is that it actually started as a non-profit racetrack. This would make sense because people who go to Keeneland are more social and they're there just to watch compared to other tracks that I've been to. Because of this social aspect, the track is more prestigious and strict when it comes to appearance. The race track was originally built in 1934, and the history behind it and culture still stands today. But the first race did not occur until 1936. The first race in Keeneland was a fall meet in October of 1936, and the track had over 25,000 fans in attendance. The track grew to become more and more popular throughout the years, and Keeneland became such an important track to horse racing that it was designated a national landmark in 1986. Keeneland has almost 100 years of history behind it, so being able to see things like the jockey statues and the grass hedges is a great way to feel a sense of the history behind the track. To share more on the beauty and elegance of Keeneland, I've brought on Darren King to share why he believes Keeneland to be a very unique place. Darren, thanks for joining us. What is your favorite part of Keeneland?
Favorite part of Keeneland, I would say, is probably the timing of the meets. The Keeneland is only opened, I think, 8 to 10 weeks in the spring and then the fall. So it's not in the middle of the summer. It's not during the wintertime. It's just a great time to be going to the track because of the changes of the season.
What would you say the atmosphere is like at Keeneland?
The atmosphere at Keeneland is really unique and different from any of the other race tracks that I've been going to. It's a quaint atmosphere. It's a small place. It's a very beautiful location in Lexington, and people take it very seriously. People get dressed up to go to the track. Lexington natives love going to Keeneland during those 8 weeks that they're open, and they take it very seriously.
What would you say makes Keeneland different compared to other racetracks?
Being from Louisville, going to Churchill Downs and Keeneland, it's a stark difference. And I actually went to Keeneland, and I've actually done this a couple of times. I've gone to Keeneland and forgotten that I need to wear a coat and a tie in order to get to the suites. That's something that I never had to do at Churchill Downs. the types of people that go to Keeneland versus Churchill Downs, I think, are a little different. It's more of a social event at Keeneland as opposed to Churchill Downs, where people are just, especially during the week, are just there primarily for gambling.
As you could hear from Darren's response, Keeneland's a very unique place in terms of its social aspects and norms. People like to dress up, and people, are strict about it, and people want to make sure they look the best and have the best time that they can. Compared to other tracks like Churchill Downs, where there's more gambling involved, and it's open anytime, and it's not as limited as Keeneland is. Also, when it comes to beauty and elegance of Keeneland, it's a lot different compared to Churchill Downs, because Churchill Downs is in the middle of downtown Louisville, in a neighborhood with a lot of houses around it and a lot of people that aren't there for the race. But this is a lot different than Keeneland, because Keeneland has a lot of grass, a lot of barns, trees just throughout the whole place, and for miles and miles to come, which makes the Keeneland a very beautiful place, because it's got its green grass, thoroughbred horses, and numerous sounds that you'll hear around the track. Some of these sounds include people cheering, the horses' legs digging into the dirt, and the announcer when he introduces the horses. The track is very unique because the view you get from the stands of beautiful green grass and the barns and the trees and all that stuff that people love to see, that makes it so pretty. As you look past the track, you'll see the puffy clouds in the distance and the farms that surround the track. And this all adds to Keeneland's rich culture of horse racing. Keeneland may not be the largest horse racing track, but its beauty, elegance, and culture will lead the track to thrive for many generations to come. And the culture will definitely stay the same, because as you could hear from what we were both saying about the track, it's more of a social place, and people really like to, have suits and dresses and dress up every time they go to the track, because you can only take the opportunity of certain times during the year. These tracks aren't open throughout the entire year like tracks such as Churchill Downs and others, but that is the reason why Keeneland is definitely unique, and it will thrive for as long as we will now. Thank you for listening to my podcast. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, and also drop a comment and tell me what is your favorite part of Keeneland and why do you like it. If you've been before, or if you haven't been before, what are some of the things you would like to see when you go there, potentially in the future.